Hello and welcome to episode 22. And today's headline is "What I see is a form of vengeance." Now, the exercise of lesson 22 is probably one of the exercises that challenged me so far the most. And I will explain to you later why that is the case. But let's reflect first on the teachings of the lesson, which is probably the more important one and as well really packed with some great insights. I love the description of how it shows that having projected anger onto the world, we see it, of course, coming back to us. So we are sending out an attack, and then, of course, we are getting it back because the world is a mirror, a self-reflecting universe. But then we see that coming back as a strike to us, right? And therefore, when we then defend ourselves, we justify it, right? It's self-defense. I haven't done anything. Somebody attacked me. But really, that attack that came from the outside was from me reflected into the world first. That is very interesting. And it would probably be really helpful if a lot more people would understand this fact. Am I right? So, as it says here, his own attack is thus perceived as self-defense. Yeah, there you go. And that, of course, becomes an increasingly vicious circle until you're willing to break that loop, to break that circle that you keep repeating for yourself. Otherwise, those thoughts of attack and counterattack will just keep us busy in our lives. That is what some of people's lives is all about, is sending out this attack, then being attacked back, and therefore then defending themselves and attacking again the other person, the other situation, the other institution, whatever they want to attack. But thankfully, as is described in lesson 22, this is just a fantasy. It's something that we created, and therefore we can undo it as well. And it reminds us so beautiful with the sentences, is it not joyous news to hear that it is not real? Is it not a happy discovery to find that you can escape it? Yes, absolutely, absolutely. Now, let's talk about the exercise of lesson 22. So we are asked a few times throughout the day to speak 4 sentences. And these 4 sentences are: I see only the perishable, which is absolutely, yeah, okay, fine, I can get on with that. I see nothing that will last, makes sense as well, kind of the same as first sentences. Then what I see is not real. We have, of course, learned that in previous lessons. And then the last one is what I see is a form of vengeance. And that is, of course, makes complete sense from lesson 22. But when I did the exercise, I really struggled with applying this to everything I see and everything I look at. And that is probably a good indicator that there is work to be done, right? There is something to discover and to let go, because every time you hit a wall or you get confused or you feel resistance inside of you, you're stepping out of your comfort zone and you're actually learning something new and you're overcoming something. So the exercise of lesson 22, for me, I hit a wall. Because I really struggle with saying the last sentence to everything I see around me. I just cannot accept yet that everything I see is a form of vengeance. That just sounds so big to me. But I trust the process. Obviously, I completed the exercise and I will just see where to go from here, right? How this gets for me resolved, or what I have to overcome here. It's just super interesting. And I love when I, of course, get challenged, because I know then I'm learning something new, I'm overcoming something, I'm letting something go. That is always a more difficult process, so I'm grateful for it. But yeah, as well, struggled a little bit today. How about you? What did you think about the exercise of lesson 22? Let me know in the comments. I would love to hear from you and your experience. And then I will see you again for lesson 23 tomorrow. Until then, bye bye.